Welcome back, everyone. Here we are going to enjoy this next matchup. Anna, do you have anything to say about this next matchup?
Oh, it is going to be an exciting matchup. We're here with a battle of between friends, with Trees in the Park on blue side versus Shrimp Gang, on the red. Now, I say a battle of friends because Inspiring 309, the jungler of Trees in the Park, is close friends with the enemy jungler Riot ZMax in Shrimp Gang. So this is going to be a spicy matchup. I think it's going to be fun to look at the junglers in particular.
Wow, and we got just fast draft right here. Fiddlesticks drafted, and then into Lilia Senna, and now we're getting to Leona Varus. So it looks like we got a team fighting comp on one side, followed by who do you think they're going to pick as their third round?
Um, so from my understanding, they've already actually done pick and bans on a separate
Oh,
site. Um, because all these players don't have all the champions quite yet. So they do all the pick and bans on a separate site, and then they're redoing the pick and bans in the
you
same
know,
order.
learn something
Um,
new every day as a caster. So I'm with the viewers on this one. You know.
so a bit of the magic that's happening behind the scenes. Um, but it's so that everybody can participate and enjoy uh, the game without any unfair advantages to people who've
Hmm.
been playing longer or just spent the money and bought all the champions.
I thought
So
this game was pay to win, but apparently not for skins and stuff.
you can pay to win for other titles, but not League of Legends.
And now, oh my lord, just Abraham
As you
Park's team is
said,
just
just
so
beautiful
much
team
fight.
fighting. I am looking forward to that Malphite Yasuo combo.
But I think we have to watch out for is this TF right here. The TF pick is for side lanes, either helping bot or top secure kills and trying to snowball from that. It's, whew, I mean, wow.
So I didn't mention this yet, but local crowd favorite Shrimp Gang as one of the funnest mid laners to watch. I mean, I talked about Madre the Flame last game, but Buck Gang 2019, this guy is super aggressive in lane. He will flash for that kill. He will go in every time. Him on Twisted Fate just means ults as soon as that cooldown is up. This guy will roam. This guy will invade the jungle. This guy does it all. Bakang 2019 is the person to watch on Shrimp Gang.
I'm excited to watch that too, but we have to look at these lane matchups because Yasuo into Twisted Fate, it's not looking good for the TF for the first couple levels. He's definitely going to need jungle assistance. What you usually see in higher elo TF matchups is that the enemy side takes cleanse because of the guaranteed gold card from TF, junglers usually just run mid lane and usually pick up the kill. So I don't think Yasuo's ever going to run cleanse. I think that if Lily is not there for the TF will hurt, especially between 1 through 6, and it's up to the TF to look for kills. TF is just trying to survive basically in laning phase, and then just look in the side lanes for opportunities or skirmishes. But looking for Shrimp Games at the top lane, Garen into Malphite. I don't really know much about the matchup itself. What do you think?
So Garen into Malphite, I want to say it ends up pretty even. I'm also looking for jungle interference in this particular matchup. Um, Riot CMAX is known to gank top level 3, so we'll see if he will swing by, do a drive through on that Lilia. Yeah, I was gonna do that when we were closer to the start of the game. Okay, so but first, guys, before we continue to talk about the champion select, a quick message from our title sponsors, DropPod. DropPod is a Williams alumni founded social media and gaming startup centered around making it easier to connect with friends to play online multiplayer games. One part gaming community and one part social media app, DropPod just launched and is in open beta. DropPod hopes that the Williams Network will be a major part of its community, so please go check them out in the Apple and Google Play stores.
Alright, getting back into this game right here. Um,
Okay, and we're back. Thank you guys for giving your precious time to DropPod. These guys have came in, they're a local sponsor. We really want to help build up that Williams community. So,
I'm very excited for. And I'm really hoping from the Senna ADC. I'm very like the new guys. If you didn't know this, the new build for Senna with the new buffs she got is Kraken Slayer into Rageblade. You saw a little bit of that in the LCK, but just because of the infinite scaling with Senna and the um the infinite scaling with Senna and the third hit from Kraken Slayer, you can proc it off your Q. It just does an insane amount of burst. And if you check out r/Senna mains or even just look at some of the what the pros are playing, I'm hoping to see a Kraken Slayer Ginsu's Rageblade build. It's kind of weird, but it works.
yeah, and I love the Senna pick onto Cody, or I love to boot. I don't even remember. I can't even pronounce his name correctly. I'll do it once we're back in game. Um, but Shrimp Gang's ADC player is their particular carry. He's their late game insurance. While Bot Gang 2019 wins them that mid game, Cody is fantastic at spacing, and he will try to usher his team that W in the end. Um, he's accompanied by the legendary Little Young Nine. Again, classic crowd favorite. He had a really great montage in the summer. In our summer lull tournament, and they are quite a pair down in bot lane.
Yep. Very excited to see how the bot lane matchup is going to be. I'm hoping it's not going to be like last game we spectated, where it was just a one-side stomp. I'm really excited for each side has their own little thing they're trying to do. One side just wants a team fight and just wombo combo as a 5-man group, while the other side's just like, hey, we're just going to look for the lane matchups, we'll look for the skirmishes, do the 3v2s, and just look for picks basically and get the gold leads there. And then before you even turn on your comp online, we're going to already win the game. So I'm very excited to see which side wins and how each side plays it out.
Okay, and a quick pause. I think both teams are just making sure that everyone has loaded properly. Nelson, do you think we're going to see any early game shenanigans from these squads?
Oh, of course, you have a TF, you have a Swain. It's almost even a Senate. It's almost guaranteed that you're gonna see Shrimp Gang do a level 1, and I would even expect. I think blue side might expect it, and they might just sit in the bush, just waiting, using that Leona Q just to stun them, and then just 5-man the person. That's what I
Along with
think.
that Fiddle Fear, because Fiddle Fear
That's
does
true.
work when the enemy team has not had vision.
It'll be a rough level 1 if he starts Fear, but now we're getting onto the Rift, and we get to see if we can just fix the like jungler to top and yeah, the scoreboard. That's what I mean. Yeah, there we go. So now we're on to the Rift right now. It looks like blue side's going to do a casual. It doesn't look like we're getting a 5-man invade at this point. Just a normal start, jungle, top and jungle, go to top side,
Both teams
stand in the
going
way.
for a very safe 5 points, making sure that neither team are invading onto the other.
hmm And yeah, we're just going to get just not much happening in level 1 right here. Things to look out for. Looking at the summer spells, Varus to cleanse. So anticipating just the TF coming or roaming bot lane, or even the Lilia sleeps and bubbles to cleanse. Everything else seems standard. from both sides. Except Russian Lettuce. He took Ignite. I'm kind of curious how this will play out, honestly, because he's looking for kills, but he's not going to have that team fight pressure around the dragon. So I'm kind of curious about that. Um, that might either be a boon or bane for his team. So
Yeah. So I just want to say I'm really excited to see Abraham Park on Yasuo. He is the captain for trees in the park. He is the park in the name. Um, this guy has to get going. I mean, the damage is frankly on his shoulder for these later fights.
yeah, trees in the park. They just need to make sure post 6 to watch out for that TF, and don't get caught up in these skirmishes. Their main goal is to team fight as 5. Wombo combo with that Malphite ult, Yasuo ult, and all Bear Assault and Fiddlestick Sphere, shoot. But now we're looking at level 1 here. Swain gets the classic pull. It looks like Malphite gets early level 2 first and gets a better trade onto Russian Lettuce right now. Oh, and then
Yeah,
Leon turns level
Slaughterhouse
2,
doing a great job. Oh, Leona,
but
Lady Tree going in.
look at the Senna. Look at the Senna. Watch the Senna. She's getting easily trades, basically. She procced her passive on both Leona and Varus, getting some souls off them.
But
So,
Lady Tree and Atoned really focusing on Little Young Nine, punishing that Swain. Swain doesn't really get as going until level 3 when he can easily proc that electrocute. So
so we have to watch this top lane right here because it's kind of weird to describe this, but the Malphite is allowed to play aggressive. And the reason why he's allowed to play aggressive is because even if he takes poor trades, or he just trades with the Garen, he can always TP back into lane, you know? And that's the things that if you ever, I think what Dopa talked about, he plays more aggressive with TP than he does with Ignite, because if you lose a trade or you die, you lose like 2 waves of XP. So right now, watch this Lilia. Lilia is basically farming Krugs, and she's looking to gank Malphite right now. But also watch the bot side right now too, because Swain's really looking to pull either the Varus or
and Fiddlesticks looping around.
nah. But right, Z-Mex just wants to farm, get his Scuttle Crab, and then just move on. Watching this game even a little bit further, looks like
But Trees in the Park did spot him as he was
they're
getting
going
that
to
scuttle
engage and
crab.
ignite on Swain, but Swain forces the flash out of him. Good trade by Lady Tree right there.
Yeah, Lady Tree looking fantastic. Fun fact about Lady Tree is that every time she is in these tournaments, she requires that the team that picks her.
Oh,
Oh, and inspiring 309 looping in, sniping Little Young Nine behind the turret. I mean, this guy went the full 9 yards.
wow.
Beautiful play by that Scarecrow.
Picks up the kill too. Very good. Watching this in the top lane right now. But I want to just go back to mid lane just for 1 second. Just giving clear shout out to TF just being able to maintain farm with his Yasuo. But one of the big things to note is the fact that Yasuo can't play that aggressive because of the fact that TF is talking to his jungler. And when the wave was pushed, Lilia did come by mid lane. He couldn't do anything really. So TF is just super happy in this.
Yeah, Bot
And
Gaming doing a great job holding his own in this mid lane. I also want to give a shout out, even though Russian Lettuce has been chunked and he's being pushed under turret, he does have a farm lead. He's doing a
that's true.
fantastic job picking up those waves.
Yeah. But I do have to mention this right now. I think it'll even out in a bit because I think we're about to see right now, Garen might have to go back soon. He's taking some really, really bad trades, and soon both of them are going to hit 6. So I don't
Though
know. It'll be
Lilia
interesting
is
to watch.
hovering topside,
Lily is hovering topside. There's no wards in topside too, so
so
it'll be
we
interesting to
might
watch.
see a gank.
And it's kind of dangerous how Malphite's playing. A little bit disrespectfully,
Oh, and
but then again,
Slaughterhouse
TF isn't
does
6.
find that Lilia, but
But
he cues her
Lily's not 6
and
yet, so he can just walk away. Q,
yep,
get this
he
movement speed
walks
and walk
away.
away. And now both sides are farming. And bot lane's a little bit more aggressive than I thought, This Leona is just kind of mad at this Swain. Doesn't like getting poked by the Swain. She's looking to just engage on the Swain.
Oh, Lady Tree is a fantastic support, and she is expected to carry this
Russian
bot lane
Lettuce goes
duo.
aggressive, and he ignites the.
Oh, and Russian Lettuce goes in for an all-in. Wow.
Doesn't quite get it, but I think what he's trying to do is just to do enough damage to force the Malphite out of lane, and then push in the wave and try to force the TP. Put him on both. Oh, but Leona goes in onto the
Fiona
Senna,
goes in
ignites
onto
the Senna,
Senna. Ignite is used, but Senna does get away after using her
but
subs.
Lilia's here
But
though.
Lilia
She
is
is, but
here,
she's not
but
six
not
though.
quite level 6
She's
yet.
just here to support in case, let's say, Phil Six
Oh,
is there, but Phil Six is just farming.
and he came here to get a Dark Harvest proc. You know, if I know Riot ZMax, that is his objective in life
And
right
kind of
now.
got some flame on. I don't know if their own teammates are flaming him because they're question mark pinging the TF. But TF's no mana, basically. Still needs to go back. And that's why if anyone ever plays TF, what you're supposed to do is at level 5, push in the wave as fast as possible, and then go back, buy your boots or whatever, and then when you come back into lane, you'll be 6 after a wave or 2, and then you look for ganks.
Oh, and a level
But
6 Lilia gank by Riot ZMax. Atone getting good value out of that cleanse. Smart pickup by him, but they do pick up a kill onto Lady Tree. Can they
very good.
convert this into turret platings?
Very, very, very good um gank by Ride ZMax right there, securing, helping Swain secure the kill on the Leona.
Yeah,
Putting
and
this gold.
fantastic play by Atoned. Very quick cleanse and great poke all around. He has been phenomenal on this Varus all throughout laning phase.
I think what they should have done, just a little, any teams watching this, is keep a ward in your bot side bush. You know, it's like kind of, this way your top lane who has TP, well, he doesn't have TP anymore, could possibly just TP down and help you guys out or help them out. But now we're watching the Malphite and Garen slapfest happen up here.
Again,
But
Russian Lettuce. That
is
CS has
30
been
CS ahead? Yeah, it's kind
phenomenal.
of interesting. I think Garen's. I don't know what's happening here because it looks like Malphite just keeps pushing the wave, and then Garen's like, okay, I'll just get the farm, and he's just out CSing him.
And he just
You
does a
know,
great job at it.
I
I
think,
mean, this
uh huh.
guy's so good at CSing under turret. I don't know how he does it.
I think what's happening right now is the Malphite is more focused on harassing the Garen than farming, and you can kind of see the fundamentals of what happens. If you're more focused on harassing the enemy, you're going to miss farm, and if you're just focused on farming and just not harassing, then you see this CS score basically of 24 CS difference. So really good job on Russian Lettuce, just playing fundamentally like a lot better and smart.
Yeah, so we see Slaughterhouse 6 pushed in his wave, did a quick roam to mid lane, seeing if he could set anything up with his Malphite ult. Unfortunately, he was spotted by a ward, but he used the bloom and he found Lilia in his jungle, and he's actually invading Lilia. This
But Garen
guy
doesn't care.
is a
But
Chad, and
he
he
misses the
goes
ult.
for the ult.
And they realize he misses ult, so they're going to collapse. But Garen realizes this, and he's just pushing the wave. He's like, hey, I'm not going to help you out,
But trees in the
Lilia.
park
Just
grouping
wanted
up
to
a
9
little
CS.
faster. Fiddlesticks and Yasuo got their rocks back,
But
and
look
you
what
know
happened, though.
they're
Garen
all
denied,
safe.
but she misses the Senna thing. But
But
Sway
Little Young
engages.
Nine going for that pull. Is he going to ult? And he is.
Oh,
But they turn around the pressure into I love to boot and Little Young Nine turns it around. He shows that Swain is a menace when he has that ult up, doing massive amounts of damage,
going
and it's
for
a
1 for 1.
1-for-1.
Yeah, so what happened there in that fight was basically, it's what you're taught basically as an ADC or support. Just focus ADC. You know, just don't care about the support, focus ADC. But the problem is, though, Swain does so much damage over time with his ult. And we got TF ult going into top lane looking for a pick onto Malphite. If we can go look at top lane. Oh, but Malphite just flashes out.
Yeah,
You see the flash
Slaughterhouse
cooldown.
6 doing a great job drawing pressure. Oh,
Oh, but the
but
Lilia
he was
sec right there. Oh, but
interrupted,
Lily
and they
ulted.
go for that Lily asleep, but Riot ZMax has
Is taking
third
the tower,
aggro,
but there's the.
and he gets caught. Inspiring
But
309 was hovering over the wall. Can he get anything else?
hit by Phil 6 ult. Yeah. Little bit, I don't think Riot ZMax realized that his dot, because he landed the E, he did a dot over time, and then when he
Right,
rushed
and
under
he was
tower, it took,
tanking
yep.
turret aggro little early. He does get the kill, but it's a 1-for-1 up in top lane.
But going back to that bot lane fight, just dealing with the Swain's so annoying, because they did everything right. They Varus ulted the Senna, and Leona ulted the Senna, and they burst out the Senna, right, with 3 stacks of whatever blight with Varus, but just Swain does so much damage over time. And now we're just watching. It looks like Goldie's about equal.
Okay.
Yep.
And as a special treat, we might actually be joined by one of the captains from last game. We'll be joined by the very own King of Conquest LV.
I'm very excited for Vincent to come join us. He was my top laner for a Clash game, and wait, no, this is not the wrong. This is the wrong Vincent. Never mind. Forget that.
No, but this is a great match for him to join because this is the battle of two junglers, and Vincent himself is a phenomenal jungler. Thank you for hopping on board, Vincent.
Thank you so much for the perhaps not so well-deserved compliment after the previous game.
It was a rough game, but we're hoping you guys pull it
The
back.
late tree engages with all misses the R, but then they hard engage on the Swain, but then both
Little Young Nine, beautiful stopwatch. And does he get away? He does. Lady Tree flashes under turret, but Swain turns it around, and Little Young Nine put it on a montage.
Putting on a show right here.
Oh, the Varus
snipe from the Varus, but Little Young Nine. Oh my god!
Oh my god! This was a game of inches and atoned. Just sniping people with his Q. This guy is doing so well this game.
I want to give a shout out to Little Young Nine, playing that as best as that person can ever play in that situation right there. I mean, you can't really predict the Varus Q sniping your ADC, but fundamentally just play that super well. And now we're watching this game.
That Swain played it so well, you know, beautiful stopwatch, beautiful play after, like, damage coming out from him. He is going to be a force to reckon with later on in this game.
Away, but
unfortunately, Lilia missing both her bowling ball and her Q. So
she compacts her sleep.
Yeah, Malphite gets away. Slaughterhouse 6
they
putting on his blue suede
they
shoes.
Get jungle. They get dragon, sorry.
So yeah, so
get the Drake.
On the top side, so they go Drake. And they get the Drake, so now blue side has 2 dragons.
Yeah.
At 13 minutes in, so it'll be an early soul. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. And here Fiddlesticks is going to do the 2 camp clear very easily.
The W. Which champions do the 2 camp clear best? Like, I know, of course, Fiddlesticks, but like, who else?
Fiddlesticks, Hecarim, and then Pantheon. You
can do it. Bot fight
right now. Hard engage onto the
where
Swain
they were able to pop Little Young Nine, but Lilia is coming around for a counter engage, and she does get that sleep off. But Atoned again sniping from over the wall, and he gets the kill on
Malphite has no mana right now.
Malphite has no mana and no
ult. So, but can we just say something for a second? Because I haven't seen TF ult anyone this game. I don't know why.
You know, he and Abraham Park are in a deadlock. They are just constantly trading, pushing against each other. That I guess he just hasn't had a chance to really roam yet. But you know, that Luden's Echo is going to give him some opportunity, greatly increase his ability to clear those waves.
I think in order for Twisted Fate to push out the Yasuo, he almost always has to have the blue buff. And I think he stayed in lane a little bit too long and didn't get one of his reset timings off. And so post 6, he was just always low mana. So ult cost about 100 mana, and basically his spell rotation costs about 300
but we're going
mana.
back into the game right now. Yasuo looks like, can he make a Yasuo montage out of this? Nope, misses the Q.
And a beautiful ult by Slaughterhouse 6. He comes back in. Can Yasuo get the kill? Abraham Park does get the kill on the right Z-Max. And we see Bot Gang roaming back up top. And it was a 2-for-1.
Very good.
One happy Russian lettuce. Put a smile
I wasn't mentioning I didn't miss the TF ult, but finally TF ult's in and gets that crucial stun to Yasuo, allowing Garen to pick up 2 kills. Now, but here comes the Fiddlesticks.
And Inspiring 309 trying to make a pick off that bush. Does he get the Garen? And he does.
A little bit late of a Sentinel ult right there, but but Inspiring is looking for more right now.
309, inspiring the scare in Scarecrow.
He's got the red buff burn. He's got the fear.
No.
He's just gonna suck
is able to walk out.
Really cool to buffer the stun with the fear onto TF, but yeah, not much follow up without the Fill 6 ult. So looking at the two junglers right now, what do you have to say, Vincent?
I think the Fiddlesticks played this game very, very well. I think he was there, almost always there to clean up the kills. I think a lot of the times, but he's only getting those opportunities because a couple of members on Lilia's team is overstaying and not expecting the Fiddle ult. And so I think Lilia definitely played this game a little bit more proactively, given that he has a Twisted Fate on his side, and basically I think as the scaling game goes, I think Fiddlestick definitely outscale Lilia. But in terms of the side lane pressure, I don't think there will be anyone who can match Twisted Fate and basically be at the team fight, be at the objective fights. Because Malphite is a little bit too weak at the moment, and Malphite doesn't really push as well as TF. So once we get into the mid game, and Twisted Fate is always in the side lane, it might be tough for Abraham Park's
And
team
a
to
channel fiddle ult into bot gang 2019, inspiring 309,
And
doing a
flashes.
great job.
But beautiful. Oh my god.
let's go!
Oh my god, and Slaughterhouse 6 goes in for Lilia,
they don't have enough
and Lilia
damage to
gets
kill the
away
Lilia.
just barely with his life.
And gets the Dark Harvest proc 2 on the way out. Game of inches. That's what we're saying this game is.
Yeah. That corrupting pop burn. Almost got him.
Almost. And watching this bot lane right now, I think it's just... I think Senna's suffering because she doesn't have a cleanse, honestly. Oh, but here it is.
Oh,
and this is what I mean. Just a
engaged
stun
by
like
the bot lane,
sheer...
and
Yeah.
they pop. I love
The
to
Senna.
and pop the Senna, but Little
Okay,
Young
the
Nine
flash.
goes in for the kill. Oh, and
I don't think Little Young
Leona
Nine
was
realized that
able
it
to
does
flash
it does
away.
damage to the closest target, correct?
No.
So that's why Varus was super close, and that's why like Leona didn't die. But very, very good pick by Leona ult. Even after missing I think the Leona ult, just landing the Varus and then followed by the EQ from Leona. Like Senna without cleanse or without QSS is just gonna die. You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it like it's not that Senna she's playing bad, honestly. It's just she didn't choose the right summoner spell, and that's just 5 seconds of CC basically. You just
Honestly, and
can't do anything.
Let's give a toned credit. I mean, this guy has been an absolute menace all laning phase, landing those charged Qs.
Yes.
I wouldn't be
Playing
surprised if he
Varus,
has
too.
damage most dealt.
Lethality Varus is so disgusting against Senna. Like, you do so much damage to the charge Q that it's ridiculous, honestly.
Yep.
Oh, but
let's
like
take a look at
damage.
the Senna build. That's something that's quite interesting.
I
Senna
mentioned
went
that earlier.
Kraken Slayer. Okay.
So I mentioned that earlier in the broadcast. The new hype build, because of the latest Senna buffs, is to go Kraken Slayer into Ginsu's.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep, Kraken Slayer into Ginsu's into Rapid Fire or something. And you do so much damage because the Q procs the Kraken Slayer third shot. And because of Senna's infinite scaling, you get more and more crit, and the Ginsu's like cancellation of crit doesn't even really matter because you just get so much more physical damage. So Def ran it against I forget the game he was playing in. It was Hollow Life versus something. But it's been seen in LCK, and it's like on r/Senna mains, people are like, this build does a bunch of damage.
And
but
Botgang and Riot T-Max going for a pick onto Abraham
uses
Park.
the sleep and slams the Yasuo right there.
Clean pickup.
Abraham Park mistimes the wind wall on the yellow car right there. That's quite
Can you
unfortunate.
wind wall the Lilia sleep?
You can. It is a projectile.
Yep, it is a projectile.
He probably panic W'd. Very interesting. But like, just game of inches, basically. Who's more mechanic? This game is all about mechanics, honestly. Who can land the skill shots?
We do have a Wind Cloud Soul, a Cloud Dragon Soul, shaping up shortly for possibly blue team. I mean, a shorter cooldown for Fiddlesticks ult, Malphite ult, Yasuo. I mean,
so let's watch this Garen versus Malphite. Oh, but he's just gonna get killed.
Russian Lettuce goes for the TP in front of Garen. Garen gets the silence and gets the kill. Russian Lettuce playing lane phenomenally.
It was sheerly disrespectful, honestly. I don't think I don't think Slaughterhouse 6 realized that Garen does have a CC. He does have a silence to cancel your teleport. So,
Yeah.
honestly, he could have done that if he got queued in the first place. But I think the TP takes 4 seconds to channel, and Garen's Q is like what 6 seconds or something. So it doesn't even matter. You can never TP in front of Garen
So Twisted Fate just now using his ult to go
to
back to
get back
cover
into the
bot
lane.
lane. We are gonna see the team start to shuffle, get ready for this last dragon
When is the dragon spawning right now? Can we see a general
in 2
timer?
minutes.
Okay, so TF should have ult up because I would have been really disappointed if he used ult before the dragon came.
Yeah.
So
I think as for Malphite, I think you rather die there and not give up the TP.
yes, 100%. Because that's the only thing. Like, you have to punish Garen for not taking TP. How do you punish Garen for not taking TP? By basically TPing into fights and letting your team win. And right now, he hasn't really punished both.
But you
It's
know,
the
I think
junglers.
I would rather have Slaughterhouse 6 in the ready to go, not TPing into fights, but just being there with his team from the start. He does have that great go button with that Malphite ult, and I'm sure his team would appreciate him starting up Abraham Park.
So now we have a little mental game here happening because if you're blue side, right? You look at the scoreboard, it's 12-9. You're like, yes, we have the gold lead. We're winning right now. But in the actuality, red side has a 2K gold lead. It's basically dead even.
Yeah.
So we're about to see just 2 comps just run at each other. One side thinks they're stronger than the other side, but it looks like Leona's caught out here.
Shrimp Gang might have caught Lady Tree,
Aftershock, but doesn't
who
matter
caught
now
who? Oh
Garen
wow,
ults
Atone
Leona
still
and
dealing
kills
out
him.
massive damage.
Lilia
But
uses
Lilia goes
sleep.
for a sleep, and Atone cleanses it. Inspired
Bill 6
309
ults
charges in with
kills
his
the
ult, does
Swain.
get the Swain.
But TF's here though.
Here comes the
Who's TF gonna
Malphite. Here
pick?
comes the Malphite.
Oh, but Slaughterhouse 6 goes for the ult into the back line. Abraham Park cleaning up the back, but Russian Lettuce is spinning to win. He is trying to chunk this
And
bot lane back.
Yasuo
And
just
Yasuo
gets
does
a triple.
win.
Yep.
It's
So at
such
the end of
a
the day
close
is a
team
2 for
fight.
4.
2 for 4, and most likely Klausio is going to the blue team.
Yep. I just very good pick on the Leona, but they bit off more than they can chew. Honestly, they get the pick on the Leona, but Aftershock is so strong that she didn't die until Garen ult.
Yeah.
And they just basically waited out everyone's ultimates.
Is hovering, potentially attempting a steal, but Lady Tree does come and she gets the pick off with Abraham Park.
This might be a Baron call right here. This might be a Baron.
Yep. Nope, resetting.
Nope.
I think maybe a little too early to do Baron with everyone respawning, and TF has ult. Just reset.
And Abraham
Park, the money you made from that team fight of killing 4 members, and then now prep for Baron because they don't have the vision, honestly, on the red side. Or on a blue team doesn't have the vision into their jungle.
Also, Fiddlesticks and Yasuo probably had a pretty chunk of change. They collected a lot of the kills in that last fight. You know, it never feels good having to fight back again when you have a lot in that wallet.
Yeah, if I'm this Yasuo, my job is basically I'm just chilling, like peeling backwards, just like doing.
Atoned?
Atoned.
Atone's playing very aggressive against
playing so aggressively this game. This is a sight to see. You gotta love it.
Yeah, he has Cloud Drake. Doesn't matter. His ult comes back up really fast. But I'm this Yasuo. I'm playing very safe, like peel backwards and waiting for my Malphite to come in, like what happened last team fight. Ult as many members as possible, and then just go to town. You know, and it makes the Yasuo's life so much easier because he's like, I don't have to dash around, try to stack up Qs and look for like the outplays. He's just like, Malphite's job, not mine. I'm just chilling, win all this shit, but you know. And now we're watching this top lane fight. Lilia throws a E out, misses. Swain throws a W out, but
and literally finds Slaughterhouse 6, but we're not quite sure who
so
found
tanky right now. Forces the Swain ult, and looks like they're sieging around this tower right now. Gets hit by the Lilia. I don't think Malphite has magic resist, so that Lilia just burns him. But now
Slaughterhouse 6
Oh,
looking for an engage.
Slaughterhouse
They
6?
go in onto Bot Gang. Bot Gang
But
uses.
fucking
But
Zonya's.
Fiddlesticks is charging over the wall.
Here comes the
and
Fiddlesticks
he
ult.
comes in. Can Abraham clean it up? And
Knocks
he
him
does
up.
get the Q onto Little Young
And
9.
Senna's not there,
They
though.
are still walking. Slaughterhouse 6 is taking these turrets for days, and he still walks out. Unfortunately, Senna was just not with his team for that fight, and it was a 4v5.
And this is what we're talking about with the blue side's comp. Honestly, it's just one ult after another ult of CC after another ult of CC.
Yeah,
Like,
great engage, great follow up. These guys have an easy
you
comp
can't stack as 5. This is what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Just the easier it is, the better. Not complex, not just Malphite ult, super easy, point and click. Fiddlesticks ult, just point easy, point and click. Like Leona, the comp runs itself. You
And
just
you
gotta
gotta
get to
love
that
the
point.
raw aggressiveness. These guys are going. They don't hesitate. They go
Nope.
in. As soon as they smell blood in the water, they gobble it.
Yep.
Here comes the
And
TF
now-
ult. The Senna ult.
So we have to remember, everyone, that Senna ult does not do damage to epic monsters. So it only does damage to champions or shields your allies. So, but they secure the Baron, and now blue side has a 6,000 gold lead. And it's just the Fiddlesticks finishes the death cap. So this Fiddlesticks does so much damage right now.
He's an absolute monster.
But we
a
have to-
scarecrow isn't complete without his wide brimmed hat, and he got one.
Yeah, so now look at Senna's build. She finished the Rage Blade, like I said, but I think it's just a little too late, honestly. Two level difference against the Varus, and you need like 5 seconds or something to do a lot of damage with that Senna build.
Yeah.
It's just this blue side comp does so much damage in like 3 seconds or 2 seconds or 1 second. It's just you don't have time to just kite back and just do damage in these fights. It's just like you get engaged upon, one person's getting picked off guaranteed, and you just gotta survive. Honestly,
Hey, just look at the Malphite walking up.
Malphite can't
Yeah,
do that.
this guy has swagger.
Look at that. Senna is not
And he
even.
is in their face without being punished. This guy has no fear.
And this
So
is where we
Malphite?
start. This is where we see like the raw strength of this comp.
Yeah, no,
Because
this is a thick-wristed rock. An absolute Chad.
so what
for the
Lillian needs to
ages.
do, Lily and Sway need to do is just poke this Malphite with something, like with her E-ball. Like she needs to, like Lilia's kind of like, I have to hit the backline to sleep them, but she needs to hit the Malphite because Malphite has no magic resist. He just built pure armor.
Fiddlesticks going
Fiddlesticks
in with his
engages.
ult, catches
They
the
pick off-
Lilia, catches the TF,
Yeah.
and this might be game.
That's all she wrote,
Team Trees in
basically.
a park, pushing it down. Oh, Slaughterhouse 6
go.
goes in, and Yasuo follows, going for that
Like
kill.
I said,
But he
Yasuo's
does
like, I'm
die.
ulting.
Russian Lettuce looping around, trying to defend their last turret as best as he can.
Atone is just
Spinning
like, I
to
don't want to
win.
die.
But Inspiring 309
Tone
is
misses another ult.
relentless. And this Fiddlesticks is sucking for that win. Russian Lettuce goes for the rock, but he gets poked.
GG.
And GG, a win for Trees in the Park. A fantastic game by them.
Fantastic game for Trees in the Park. It seems like from what we just watched now with these past 2 games that just draft an easy team fight comp, and team fight comps win basically. It seems.
It looks like easy execution, ults on top of ultimates, and basically just press R.
It's just easy to describe, it's easy to communicate and easy to follow up with,
Yep.
The simpler the comp, the better,
Yep,
And
completely agree there.
just GG for blue side for being able to just pull out that victory and secure objectives. I think another thing that's really notable is these early dragons. These early team fight comps kind of came online because of the fact that like they forced red side. They got so many dragons so fast that they forced red side to like fight for dragon number 3 and 4 when they should never have been fighting that comp, honestly, as a 5-stack.
Yeah.
So I think look, if you see a team fighting comp like that, you need to focus early dragons, honestly. You cannot let the enemy team have the first or second dragon because it puts your team in a really tight spot when you have to contest for 3 in soul. because like it's too early, basically, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, great point, Nelson. Vincent, did you have any insights into this game? What do you think?
No, I think watching this game, I feel like Abraham Parks' team, the flex pick between inspiring 309 as well as Abraham Park, I think it played off very, very well this game. I think Abraham Park certainly got a very, very good matchup mid lane. I think Fiddlestick versus Lilia is also somewhat about 50-50, but given that you have mid lane priority, um, you should be able to get very far ahead. And I think bot lane, they just got constantly poked out, and so play towards bot side and you get all of those early dragons, and basically you just snowball the game from there. Top
and I
lane, the
think
Garen didn't really come online.
I feel like the Garen pick was mismanaged for two reasons. The first one was for the fact that Garen had the CS lead, but if you watch the lane matchup, like Malphite was always pushed, so you would expect Lilia to come and gank, but that never really happened at all. It seemed like Malphite had he was just really good at dodging and avoiding ganks.
Oh yeah,
Except one or two times, but then like
Slaughterhouse 6, putting on the blue suede shoes, he dove and dived. He dodged those Lilia ganks like it was his day job. The man did a great performance.
And then what do you have left? You have Garen with Ignite. Like Garen, he just couldn't really, like, as soon as that team clumped together as 5, like, what's Garen supposed to do? Garen's like, your team's like, you're our front line, Garen. And Garen's like, bitch, no, I ain't. I took Strikebreaker. Like, I just want to. Oh shit, sorry. It's just like he's not frontline, So. Yeah.
Okay, so quick last thing before we head off into break. Who do you guys think is the MVP for the game? Any thoughts, Vincent?
I think for MVP this game is definitely Atone. I think Atone's Varus got lane priority early. It allowed Fiddlesticks and Yasuo to make very, very easy picks and get those early dragons, which eventually snowballed them into having to basically force a team fighting comp to fight a dragon, and that you just don't win from there. I think it's just a very, very difficult game once those early dragons went to the Fiddlesticks team. Fiddlestick, Malphite R, Yasuo R, Leona R. Just press R and win the game.
Yeah, Varus has a catching potential too. So beautiful, masterful play by Abraham Park and crew. Atoned putting up a great performance. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break in a second, but we will be right back.